an authentic, real precision bass by Fender. Hey guys, welcome back to the Bald Shredder channel. And yes, it's true, we've actually got a real precision bass, aka P-Bass, right here in the box. I got this on Amazon just a couple of days ago, and this is the debut series Squire by Fender P-Bass. And they are currently selling for $129 on Amazon. And not long ago, I got the debut series Stratocaster from Amazon. I have since changed the pick guard and the pickup covers and the knobs and the switch tip. And coming in at $119, this is literally one of the best, if not the best, guitar deal that you can get on Amazon right now. I was way impressed with this guitar, especially at that price point. And if you haven't seen the video that I did on this, well, I'm gonna put a link to that video down in the description so you can check it out if you want to. But now back to the bass. I have been watching Amazon almost daily ever since I got the Strat, watching and hoping to see that the bass was for sale and also the Telecaster, which is still not available in the United States. But finally, a few days ago, I see that the bass is on there, so I quickly ordered one. Now, being that I was so impressed with the Strat, I've kind of got high expectations for this. Yeah, it's only $129, so I'm not expecting something like totally amazing, but I'm thinking it should be on par as far as quality and playability and how much I'm gonna like it. It should be on par with the Strat. Let's take it out of the box. Now, if you guys are not currently subscribed to the Bald Shredder channel, that's me, the Bald Shredder, if you could take just a quick second to like reach down and hit that subscribe button, that would be really awesome. Okay, I think I got it upside down here based on what I'm seeing, so this box is a little bigger than the Strat box. I think I'm gonna have to put it over there and pull it out. Be right back. All right, guys, I got it out of the box. You can see, yeah, I got the red color. These, they only come in 3 colors. And I think they're doing the Strat, the bass, and the Telecaster in the same exact 3 colors. And those would be red, like I got on the bass here, and then sort of the sunburst like I have on the Strat, and then there's also a black one. So if and when that Telecaster comes up, I'll get that one in black, so I'll have all 3 colors. So let me get this little plastic off the strings here, and we can see what we got under here. Alrighty, little tag that says, I don't know what that says. Okay, yeah, cool. Alright, I could tell already, guys, that the body is thinner, I think, than probably like a standard bass or a P-bass. I'm guessing. I don't have another P-bass here to compare it to, but it does look thinner, just like on the Strat, probably the Telecaster as well, that the bodies are thinner than normal. Maybe that's one way for them, you know, to save money, to keep the cost down, I'm guessing. And these all have matte finishes. There's no high gloss on the body or the neck, which I like. Okay, we need to get something out of the way here. Take a close look at what it says on the headstock. And it says Squire by Fender Precision Bass. And that's what it is. It's not a Fender precision bass, it is a Squire by Fender precision bass. And why do I say that? Well, because that's literally what the company put on the headstock. And if they decided that that's what this is, then that's what it is, because they own the company. And if you have a problem with that, if that ruffles your feathers, well, I suggest you take it up with FMIC. I mean, it's even got the Fender logo on the back of the headstock. And there on the sticker. And yeah, I already did a whole video about that topic, so if you want to check out that video, I'll have a link for that one too. Now, for anybody saying like, oh, you know, that bass is no good, it's cheap, it's junk, whatever, let me just tell you what it says on Amazon. This bass is designed for beginners. That's what it says. It's not for you veteran bass players that are looking for a fantastic, super well-made, awesome sounding bass guitar that should cost a lot of money. This is not that. I'm liking it already because I'm a guitar player normally, so for me, to have a bass that's a little bit thinner, a little bit lighter weight, and it's got like a slim C-shaped neck, so it's doesn't feel like too big and like uncomfortable and too chunky for me, and I can actually play this thing, then yeah, I'm gonna be happy with it. And people that are just starting bass, especially younger people, they're not gonna be like turned off by this. Like, oh, I want, get me a bass for Christmas, Dad. I want a bass. I want to start playing bass. And then they get something that's too hard to play, and then they want to quit right away. So this one feels like, yeah, it's not gonna be uncomfortable for maybe like a teenager or something. Real basic, of course, at that price, it's gonna be real basic, just a super simple pickup layout, one volume, one tone, and then the input right there. And that's pretty much it. It has a Laurel fretboard. I'm assuming that's a maple neck. It does not say what kind of wood it is on the Amazon listing. It just says lightweight wood. So if I had to guess, I'd probably say it's poplar, but I don't know for sure. Why don't we weigh it and see if it is truly lightweight? Let's check it out. Here we go. I'm gonna wrap my little scale around it here. I'm gonna turn it on. And then, I don't know what like normal full-size precision bass guitars normally weigh. So I'm just gonna tell you what this one weighs. Here we go, here we go. Oh, I messed it up, gotta start over. Back to 0. Okay, here we go. Doesn't wanna stop, it keeps jumping around. I should stop wiggling, I guess. Okay, well guys, it's not stopping on a certain weight, but I can tell you, it keeps jumping around. Oh, there we go, finally stopped. Wow. Can you believe this? I don't think you guys could see the display if I hold it up to the camera. It's probably not gonna show. I can't even get this thing unclasped. There, I did. Is that showing up on camera? Probably, no, it's not. 5.5 pounds. 5.5 pounds. No wonder it feels so light. Now, running my fingers up and down the edges of the fretboard, I would say there are a tiny bit of like sharp fret edges, but I mean barely. And that's only if I'm trying to feel it. I'm trying to feel some sharp edges. If I'm just playing it and not really thinking about it, I'm probably not gonna feel anything. But well, yeah, a little bit of sharp edges. Definitely more than on the Strat. On the Strat, there were no sharp edges at all. But, I mean, nothing that I would be like, oh, don't buy it or you should return it. Again, it's not really gonna bother anybody. Okay, so the true test though, we have to plug it in and make sure like, hey, does it actually work? Does it actually sound like a bass guitar? Like, is it supposed to? Does the volume work? Does the tone work? So I pulled off the little plastic from the pickups there, and I'm gonna plug it in and give it a whirl. Here we go. Alrighty guys, yeah, so there we go. The Squier by Fender Precision Bass. And it did exactly what it's supposed to do, which is make a bass sound. I'm not really a bass player, so I did my best to play it. I tried to do a little, finger playing and slapping. Well, that didn't really work out. Then I tried to do a little Billy Sheehan style tapping at the end, and that definitely didn't work out. But as far as how does it feel like in my hands when I'm just playing like some basic bass parts, well, it feels pretty good. Now I'm gonna say again, guys, this is not for you like super experienced bass players and you're wanting a bass that you're gonna go out on tour with and you're hoping that it holds up and does all the amazing things that you want. But for guys like me or beginners, I think it's a really good option. And especially if you're like a guitar player like me and you just need a bass to add that bass track to your songs that you're recording, right? You're at home, you're recording on your computer, you're doing your demos. Well, hey, it's gonna sound a whole lot better if I've got a real bass track on there instead of, something else. And you've never bought a bass before, you don't want to spend a lot of money on a bass, but man, I would really like to have that bass on my songs. Definitely consider this because it does exactly what you would want it to do. And just so you guys know, like on all my songs, all the songs on my albums, and all the jams that I do in my YouTube videos, I'm using a cheap Ibanez Geo bass that I got used like many years ago for $100. I bought it off a guy for $100, and it's like the bottom of the line, the cheapest Ibanez Geo bass that you could even get, and it works just fine for my purposes. And this will work just fine as well. Or if you just want like an extra bass, if bass is your primary instrument and you want something that you don't have to be worried about if it gets banged up, you want to be able to throw it in your car, take it to band practice, take it over and jam with your buddies, or something to take to work to just play around on, or whatever. I think it's good for that as well. Okay guys, so that pretty much does it for the Squier by Fender precision bass that I got on Amazon for 129 bucks. If you want to check it out, or if you want to check out the Stratocaster debut series, I'm gonna have links to both of those down in the video description. And as usual guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.